In the quiet outskirts of Noida, just beyond the glittering high-rises of India's national capital region, lies Nithari village. Here, in the shadow of Sector 31, a nightmare unfolded that would haunt the nation for decades. Between 2005 and 2006, children and young women began vanishing from the narrow lanes and dusty paths of this modest settlement. Families from poor and working-class backgrounds reported their loved ones missing, but their pleas to local police often fell on deaf ears. Reports were delayed, investigations were perfunctory, and hope faded with each passing day. The horror came into sharp focus on December 29, 2022. Residents led authorities to a drain behind Bungalow D5 in Sector 31, the home of businessman Moninder Singh Pandar. What they uncovered was unimaginable: skeletal remains, skulls, bones, and fragments of clothing belonging to at least 19 victims, many of them children, stuffed into gunny bags and scattered in the sewer. The discovery sent shockwaves across India. Media descended, politicians made promises, and a nation demanded answers for the House of Horrors. Pandar, an affluent man with business interests, and his domestic servant Surinder Kohli were swiftly arrested. Kohli, who had worked for Pandar for years, became the central figure in the accusations. Under interrogation and later in a recorded confession before a magistrate, he allegedly described luring vulnerable victims, mostly young girls and boys from nearby slums, with promises of food, money, or work. He detailed acts of sexual assault, murder, dismemberment, and in some accounts, even cannibalism and necrophilia. The remains were disposed of in the drain behind the house, a grim routine that allegedly went unnoticed amid the daily life of the upscale residents. The case exposed deep systemic failures. For over a year, parents had approached police stations only to be dismissed, sometimes mocked or told their children had simply run away. 5 policemen were suspended for negligence, and senior officers faced scrutiny. Public outrage forced the Uttar Pradesh government to hand over the investigation to the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI).